All right, in this video, we want to factor these equations over here. So let's start with the first example. This one I can common factor out. So if I look at 2, -6, and 8, my common factor is 2. X squared, x5, x cubed. The smallest one is x squared. Y4, y3, and y, the smallest one is y. So I can common factor out 2x squared, y. 2 divided by 2 just cancels. X squared divided by x squared cancels. Y4 divided by y is y cubed. -6 divided by 2 is -3. X5 divided by x squared is x cubed. Y cubed divided by y is y squared. And then 8 divided by 2 is 4. X cubed divided by x squared is x. Y divided by y just cancels. It's 1. So that is my final solution for this first question. Second question here, really simple. I can just common factor out in x plus 4. I'm just left with 2x plus 3. Third question here, it's a simple trinomial. I can just use my man method. So what multiplies to -10 and adds to -3? Well, the two numbers are -5 and +2. That should be pretty simple for everyone to do mentally. So my final answer is x minus 5, x plus 2. Fourth question here is a complex trinomial. So we're doing our man method again, but what multiplies to 15 times 42? 15 times 42 is 630. My A is -53, the number in the middle. And I need to figure out my two numbers that multiply this and add to this. Now, this is pretty hard. It looks like 63 and 10 might be the correct solution. But the problem is 63 times 10 is positive 630, but does not add to -53. Well, I could make this a negative here, but -63 times 10 is -630. And now the addition is correct. And that means if I make this negative, this multiplication will be good, but -63 plus -10 is -73. These two numbers don't work. So I need to figure out two other numbers that multiply this and add to this, but because the numbers are so big, it's actually pretty difficult. I'm going to show you an easy way you can do this in your calculator. All you want to do is take your multiplication, which is 630. Don't even worry about putting negative if it was a negative there. And you want to divide it by 2 always. Does 2 and 315 add or subtract to give me 53? Nope. So then I'll change the 2 to a 3. Does 3 and 210 add or subtract to give me 53? Nope. So then I'll change it to a 4. It's a fraction or decimal, you can just skip it. 5 and 126 don't add or subtract to give me 53. 6 and 105 doesn't add or subtract to give me 53. 7 and 90 does not either. 8 is a fraction, so I can skip it. 9 and 70 does not work either. 10 and 63, we already tested that, it didn't work. 11 is a fraction, so I can skip it. 12 is a fraction, so I can skip it. 13 fraction, skip it. 14 and 45 do not add or subtract to give me 53. 15 and 42 do not add or subtract to give me 53. 16 is a fraction, I can skip. 17, I can skip. 18 and 35 add to give me 53. So now I have another possibility of 18 and 35. I just have to figure out the signs. If I make them both negative, the multiplication will be positive and the addition will be -53. So I have my two numbers here. So now I have to do factoring by grouping. So 15x squared minus 18x minus 35x plus 42. I'll group it down the middle. So over here, my common factor is 3x. I'm left with 5x minus 6. And over here, my common factor is -5. And I'm left with 5x minus, oh no, it's -7, not -5. Left with 5x minus 6. The final factored solution, 3x minus 7, the outsides, times 5x minus 6, which is the insides. All right, last two questions over here. This one you can tell is a difference of squares. The square root of a4 is a square. Always put a plus sign. Square root of 16 is 4. And then write the exact same thing with the opposite sign, so minus sign here. I can actually factor this again by difference of squares. So square root of a square minus 4 is just a plus 2 times a minus 2. You can now factor by difference of squares with a plus sign. That's why this bracket stays the same. And last question over here. Again, this is a difference of squares, but it's a bit hard to tell. You don't want to expand things out. Instead, you want to do substitution. So let a equal m minus n in this bracket here, and b equal 2m plus 3n, which is this bracket here. So now I can write this as a square minus b square. And if I factor this by difference of squares, it's just a plus b times a minus b. Then I have to replace the a's with m minus n and the b's with 2m plus 3n. Oops, I'm not going to fit in this line, so I'm just going to move it a bit to the side. M minus n plus 2m plus 3n. And over here, I have m minus n. For the negative sign, make sure you use a double bracket because this negative is going to distribute into this bracket. So over here, I'll just combine like terms. M plus 2m is just 3m, and negative n plus 3n is plus 2n. So 3m plus 2n over here. Over here, I'll distribute this negative into the bracket, minus 2m minus 3n. And then I'll combine like terms over here in this second bracket. M minus 2m is just negative m, and negative n minus 3n is just negative 4n, and this is my final solution. If you made it to the end of this video and you found this content helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button as it really helps my channel. I've recorded over 500 videos so far, and I still have not made a single dollar. So please help me to get to 1,000 subscribers. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for watching.